Yo, what's up trainers, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're gonna be diving into the Halloween Cup. Master League is live as well, but personally I'm not a fan of the Master League as I think it's more like a pay to win meta, where grinding for the XL, well, you just gotta raid, and raid costs money. So as you could see, I had 3159 elo. The lowest elo in the top 500 is 3152, which means that if it refreshes anytime soon, I might be, or I think I will be, in the top 500 once again. Achieved that last season as well, so I'm really proud to have done it again. It's always a nice feeling. So the team I'm using today, as you can see on the screen, is going to be CHARJABUG on the lead, NIDOQUEEN as a safe swap. Do never safe swap into that PALOSSAND, because you will get punished if they swap in with the flying Umbreon, which is going to be that I keep forgetting the name every time, but you will see it probably in this video coming by as well. So without further ado, let's hop into these matches. If you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would help me out a lot, and yeah, let's commentate on these matches. So here we have a very bad lead obviously in the Carbink, and now we're gonna safe swap into that NIDOQUEEN. We're gonna go for a Poison Fang spam all the way. We don't need to bait or build up to a potential Stone Edge here. We're just gonna go for Poison Fang. We're gonna double shield as well, and we can just flip this mid-game matchup, where if we flip this mid-game matchup, we will also leave with a lot of energy, and I'm just going to shield whatever they throw. They're gonna throw a Shadow Ball here, which is fine for me, and here I'm not going to throw. I'm just going to farm all the way down now once we have debuffed them twice, and as you can see, they even went for another Shadow Ball, so that's absolutely perfect, because now we are not debuffed or anything like that. We can just apply pressure with the moves we have stored, and now let's see what my opponent is going to bring back. They're gonna bring in that Greninja, which is fine. We're gonna do a lot of damage with the Poison Fang here. They shield the first one, and now we're gonna go for a second one as well straight away, and now we got the alignment, so this game should be sealed for us, as they probably gonna shield up this move as well. No, they don't, and now we can just easily farm up to one Poison Fang here. They just allow us to give us free farm. I was expecting them to throw probably, but they don't, and now we can just easily come back in with the PALOSSAND, it's called, right? I'm not too sure. And PALOSSAND, I should say. And as you can see, we're just gonna spam out these Scorching Sands. Honestly, PALOSSAND is such a strong mon. I love playing it. It's the first time I can play with it right now in this cup, really. But it honestly, with the moveset it has, Scorching Sands and Shadow Ball, it's just an absolute monster as a closer. And as you can see in this video, or as you will see in this video, it's going to demonstrate that even more and more in some other games as well. So here they're gonna go for the Rock Slide, and they take us out, but it's over already. We can just easily farm them all the way down. Here I actually went for the move straight away, and since switching takes a turn, there's no CMP tie here, where they probably weren't even, well, they didn't click on the move just yet, because switching takes a turn, and we were just faster in this scenario. Here I can swap out if I want to, but I don't need to, so that's going to be a very good game. GG's. Alrighty, now we hop into the next map. Honestly, CHARJABUG lead. I was on Azo lead before in this meta. Azo lead is still a very fine lead, if I would say so myself. Check out my last video as well if you haven't seen that one yet. But honestly, I felt like CHARJABUG was more like a neutralizer for this team, so it just makes this team better, I think. This is also basically the team I hit legend with. The team I hit legend with was with Azu on the lead, but as I said before, I think CHARJABUG just covers more with the coverage we have in the back. So honestly, very strong team. So now we're gonna throw this discharge, take them out, and they're gonna come in with a Wormadam. So Wormadam is a bit of a trouble Pokemon for us. Here I throw in bad timing, but honestly it's very hard to time your 5-turn charge move against another 5-turn charge move. So basically anytime they're gonna sneak one through, unless you're lucky or playing to that CMP tie, I would say. If not, let me know, but I think that's the case. Here they go for a Bug Buzz, which makes absolutely no sense. They should have just went for the Iron Head, in my opinion. So we're just going to overfarm by a lot here, and now we're gonna go for the Scorching Sand. Now let's see if this is going to take a shield. Yes, it is. And can we reach one before they reach another move? Yes, and we play into that CMP tie, which we obviously win. We got 15 attack, and also PALOSSAND is sort of attack weighted, so there are not a lot of Pokemon in this meta that do lose or do win from PALOSSAND in this meta, which is very nice as well, which makes it even a better closer as well. So here they got the Toxicroak in the back, which is fine. We can easily go for a Earth Power here, and if they shield out this move, we can easily land another one. So the only lose con there was to bait, and we're not doing that. So we hop into the next game, where we face a Golbat. So honestly, this is where Charjabug shines more than obviously the Azumarill. I was running it also with Hydro Pump, as I thought it's just a better move against those steel types which are in this meta, although most of the steel types, except for probably Wormadam, are not that tanky. But still, I like to have the Hydro Pump to just basically one-shot some Pokemon. Also, as you can see right now, we're just going to apply these, and they give us a free Volt Switch, which is very big for us and very bad for my opponent, very bad timing. Now we're gonna shield up this Poison Fang as we are debuffed. We're gonna go for one X-Scissor here, and then afterwards we can probably farm them down if they decide to not to shield, which they don't. And now, as you can see, we farm them down, leave with a move, and what do they bring? They bring in a Mawile. So they take us out here, which is a bit unfortunate, but obviously we got the answers for it. They got a Toxapex and a Mawile in as their final two Pokemon. So this game is already over. I don't know why my opponent is deciding to stay in here, honestly. We can just easily go for a Scorching Sand, apply a lot of damage onto our opponent, and we will just play this game out as it is going to come. We can just easily go for the Earth Power here, take them out, and that's going to be a GG, because that Mawile has nowhere to run. Also, as you will see in this match, I remember this game by watching it now. In general, here, go for the Earth Power. I like to just play around, as I know I already won this game, so I'm baiting here. Maybe they shield this move, but in general, if I would play for money or whatsoever, I would just straight away went for the Earth Power here. But as I said before, I like to play around and maybe give them a little bit of hope where they still had some chances, but they don't. I can easily shield up this move. If they were here to bait and maybe go for the Iron Head, then afterwards it would have maybe been tricky, but we shield up the right move and we just farm them all the way down, and that's going to be a GG. Very well played. So next game, we hop into the next game, and we face a Charjabug. Charjabug, obviously against in the mirror fight, is a fight which I don't want to play. So I'm just going to swap straight away, as we have an ABB line as well. So here, this is also a very nice matchup for us. We can just go straight Poison Fang. My opponent decides to shield the first one as well, which is, well, not sort of a misplay in this scenario, or in this case, as the Greninja is just a very frail Pokemon. So one Poison Fang would put it already into a range where we can easily farm them all the way down. Since I want a switch and I want to have good alignment, I'm just going to shield here, go for a move, because I think they would have reached another one, and maybe with this debuff I think I can Poison Jab farm them all the way down. But they decide different, and they actually let that move go through. And what do they have in the back? It's going to be a Toxapex. So this game is over once again, as we have the coverage in the back for it, and we have the alignment now as well. So the alignment of having the Charjabug onto the Toxapex is just better for us, instead of having the Piloswine there, as Piloswine can be hit for super effective damage by the Brine. And as you can see right now, we can just come in with the Charjabug. Probably expect them to catch after 3, right? Maybe they think I'm greedy, but I'm not. This actually allows us also to just farm up to the back-to-back discharges. They can hit us for a move, which is fine. And now we will swap into that PALOSSAND, I should say. I keep saying PALOSSAND, I don't know why. Anyways, as you can see, here I think the better play also was for me to go for double Scorching Sand, but Shadow Ball I think is the move I'm gonna go for here. I'm gonna go for Scorching Sand. We play into that CMP type, which is a bit risky honestly, because if they went for the extra, they would have gotten a bit more energy, but it's fine anyways, as we win CMP here. And also, if they would have gotten an extra one in, I think it wouldn't have mattered, as they wouldn't have reached another move, and we can just go for the move. Here we throw on bad timing, but it doesn't matter, as this is going to KO, so that fast move is not going to register. And as you can see, they're gonna come in with that Toxapex once again. Do we reach one more Scorching Sand? We don't, as they throw before we reach. But as I said before, once they swapped into the Charjabug, it was just a perfect situation for us to overfarm until we got to the back-to-back discharge, which we have right now stored, so we can easily just go for it straight away, not playing around this time, and taking the win and going into the next game. GG's. Alrighty, next game we face face another trainer, and we got CHARJABUG against Swilus. So Swilus is actually kind of like a tricky Pokemon for this team, as it just applies a lot of pressure with the fast move of Dragon Breath. But honestly, we got the coverage in X-Scissor where it's going to deal super effective damage. So they have to shield here, and now I'm just going to swap into my NIDOQUEEN. We have the 2-to-1 shield advantage in this scenario. Go for the Earth Power as soon as we get there, and then afterwards this is perfect farm down for our CHARJABUG once again. So now I'm hoping that my opponent is just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, and I'm hoping that they will KO us. But they actually allow us to go for a Poison Fang, which is I think fine, as this is a bit of an awkward HP range for us to farm down. And now once they're in the red, this is actually better for us. They go for the Shadow Ball. I think they slightly undercharged it as well, because they played it to the CMP tile, which we win, which is a bad thing for them, as now they have less energy to throw against my CHARJABUGs. They go for a Shadow Ball, which is fine, but at this point I'm just gonna thrust in my PALOSSAND. I'm gonna swap, I think, instantly. I'm gonna go for the move, I should say, first, and then for the X-Scissor here, probably just applying a lot of pressure. We get a shield here, and now we're just gonna swap into that PALOSSAND. Now let's see what PALOSSAND can do. 2-to-1 shield. Obviously we got a shield here, as it's probably going to be a Dark Pulse. They're not baiting, so it was the Dark Pulse. What do they have in the back? It's going to be a Shadow Scissor. So I'm throwing straight away, making sure that we won't get hit by the Night Slash, and we don't have to use a shield. So here we're gonna go for yet another Scorching Sand. We take them out, by the way. That was a huge boom. Without I wasn't even really talking about that one, but we just take that one out with a Shadow Ball, and we farm them all the way down. PALOSSAND, it's just so good right now in this meta. So we face a Toxicroak. Honestly, my whole team does very well against Toxicroak here, but we can stay in for now. I should have maybe swapped out looking back at it right now, as we are running sort of like an ABB line, and you do want to get rid of that hardest counter against ground. But honestly, Toxicroak is still a tricky Pokemon with the Mud Bomb, and I didn't want to get hit by a super effective Mud Bomb, as I would have probably swapped then into my NIDOQUEEN. So yeah, this is also fine. Here I overfarm. I was hoping maybe to get a sneak, but my opponent knows better, and they throw a good timing. They go for the Mud Bomb here, and now we're just gonna go for the Discharge. This is probably going to KO unless they're gonna use one more shield, and if they're gonna use a shield, which they don't, which is a good call by them. As you can see, we can go for the Discharge here. We throw on good timing, which is very nice, as they swapped in or they come in with that Pokemon, and we didn't give them a free snow. Here I want to go for the Discharge once again, but it's fine at this point, as we can just go for the NIDOQUEEN here and come in. And this also MANDIBUZZ is by the way the Pokemon I was mentioning in earlier in this video, where if you swap into that PALOSSAND as a safe swap and they have a MANDIBUZZ, it's just basically game, as they can have so much energy on their MANDIBUZZ, where it's just not a safe swap against, or in this meta, just because MANDIBUZZ is there. Here they actually are running a double dark backline, which is a bit troublesome, because right now they got the Greninja on the field, and honestly things are not looking too good, and things won't be going much better if I see this battle going right now as it is. As you can see right now, I'm just gonna go for the move, and I should have went for the move, and then I would have won this game, but now I made a mistake, because I was expecting them to throw their move, hoping to catch it on my PALOSSAND here, but honestly now they can just overfarm to the back-to-back, which they have. They win CMP, but honestly if I stayed in there and went for the move, I would have won. I would have just straight won, and that's a bit unfortunate, but things like that can happen. I think I would have won, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I don't know how much the MANDIBUZZ still had left, to be honest, but I think I would have won. Here let's see if we can get some redemption into the Greninja. We're gonna go, they swap into their CHARJABUG. Honestly, CHARJABUG is also not a good safe swap in this meta, just because of the fact that you have NIDOQUEEN, right? And they know, and they're gonna top left here, and that's going to be a GG. Very well played. So we hop into yet another CHARJABUG. Look, I don't like to play this mirror lead, so I'm just going to swap instantly as we are running the ABB line. Let's see what do they react with. They react with a Sableye. Sableye is actually a cool one for this meta. It's not well seen very often, to be honest, but it's a nice Pokemon, I should say. So we're just gonna go for the Earth Power here, and we don't get the KO, or we don't get any damage off, because they shielded, which is fine. And now I'm just going to allow them to hit me with a foul play, and hopefully we can reach one more Earth Power before they take us out, but as you can see, they go for the move here, which is a good play by them. But now let's see, I just want to get this move off right now, and we want to land this earth power or get both shields. Is my opponent going to use both shields? They are not, and we actually take switch here with 1 HP, which is basically the best case scenario. Now we can swap into that PALOSSAND, and look what my opponent is going to do. They're gonna throw a move here. Everything is going to be resisted unless they're running crunch, but honestly, when you are using a CHARJABUG as a safe swap, then you should be able to, then you should run crunch, in my opinion. Otherwise, on the lead, it's just better to go for X-Scissor and discharge in this meta. So here my opponent is actually deciding to stay in. We land the Shadow Ball just to apply a lot of damage on them. And now let's see, what do they have in the back? Can we get the farm down before they throw? But they decide to top left anyways. I think they maybe had a Toxic Pack or whatsoever in the back. And yeah, that game would have been over. Alrighty, we lead Azu in this final game. I think it's not going to be the final game. We have some more games. And they safe swap into that Sableye. Sableye is obviously a Pokemon where we don't have a great answer for. But our lead is doing perfectly fine. As long as we get the alignment to the NIDOQUEEN on the Azu, I think we should be fine here. As they probably have something in the back which can be weak against that PALOSSAND, right? So, unless it's a MANDIBUZZ, then we're screwed. But let's see if that's not the case. Here we can just easily stay in and play this lead matchup out. I'm gonna go for the discharge here, as this is going to guarantee the knockout. And also they have to basically let this move go through. It's not going to knock out, but after one fall switch it is, which is actually better for us. And now let's see what they're gonna bring in, and if we can play this game out. They actually bring in a NIDOQUEEN, so this is kind of tricky, and I don't think things are looking too well for us in this game. But I also want to put it, I also want to showcase some battles where well, things weren't gonna go as planned. Here I maybe should have went into my own NIDOQUEEN, but I would have been outpaced to the earth power anyways. So, and I didn't want to get farmed out as well on my CHARJABUG, as all those moves are going to be basically resisted, so the energy would go to waste there. So my plan here is to get an energy lead on this NIDOQUEEN, making sure that we will get hit by one Ice Beam, which is absolutely fine. But as long as we have an energy lead and we have the potential of catching a move, we should still be fine in this game. So I'm just gonna go for a Poison Fang bait here, hoping that my opponent calls this bait, well, not calls this bait, and they go for the shield, which they do. And now we are in a situation where we need to catch, and I think I went for the catch too early. Honestly, my opponent throws here. I don't think they should have thrown, but it doesn't matter as long as they keep the, yeah, as long as they have more energy than we do. They go for another move. Is this going to be a Poison Fang? If so, we might have a chance, but it is the earth power and my opponent takes this. So GG's. Alrighty, next game, and I think this is going to be the final game. If you're still here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below how you're feeling about the Halloween Cup. Honestly, I've been, well, very happy about it so far, and it's a very fun meta to play in my opinion. So I forgot to edit this part out. Hopefully this is not going to take too long, otherwise we will be sitting here looking at well, me searching for a battle at high elo. As you can see, it sometimes takes some time. Come on, come on. I cannot edit this part out right now. We have to wait, guys. Sorry for that. But honestly, we got a match right now. So, let's see. We got Warmer Than Trash on the lead, which is obviously a very tough Pokemon for this team. On the lead is maybe a okay place for it. For us to see. And here, as you can see, as I told before, it's hard to time those fast moves against a 5-turn fast move. As you will see right now, we will get a sneak probably as well, as long as we keep on tapping. And as you can see, I just went for the extra, as we are now basically one-on-one. They go for a Bug Buzz, taking us out straight away, and we're gonna come in with that PALOSSAND. Now let's see what PALOSSAND can do. Honestly, I'm just going to shield here, as I want to preserve HP on my PALOSSAND, I think. Yeah, that's the play. And now we're just going to overfarm by as much as we dare before we reach. I'm gonna go for the move. Bad timing once again, but I don't think it's going to matter, as I don't think they will shield here. No, they won't, so that's actually fine by us. Here, I think I will store a move and then probably go for a catch if I can. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, as this is just doing more than Scorching Sand. Now let's see if we can get the catch. No, I'm just gonna go for the back-to-back. Here I think I got denied, which is a bit unfortunate, because I was at the move and it didn't throw, and now we have to use a shield, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm just gonna go for yet another Scorching Sand this time, expecting them maybe to shield, which they do, and we also get get the attack buff, which is huge. Now I'm just gonna go for the shadow ball here, and look at this play. This is why I put it this as the last battle. Look at this play. We're gonna go for the snipe right now in the middle of their animation, take them out, and now we won't get hit by the ice beam. We take them out, and that's actually going to be a GG, as they had the carbine in their back. So hope you trainers enjoyed this video. Well, this video was all about showing this team. This team is really strong. I would highly recommend you using this. PALOSSAND with CHARJABUG is just an insane combination, and for me, I use NIDOQUEEN as a safe swap, mainly because with the Poison Fang spam and the ability of Earth Power by knocking out some of your opponents by one-shotting it, but also in bad matchups such as Golbat, Poison Fang all the way, you will just guarantee to win that switch and get the alignment you want. Honestly, and that's just something NIDOQUEEN is very good at, and makes it a very strong mon as well. So without further ado, if you got any more questions about this team, make sure to comment down below, and I will see you trainers in the next video. Peace.